Good morning, everyone. I am here with you to do, I don't like the way I look, but anyway, I'm here to do a read for you guys. I have no idea what this is about. I was in the middle of cleaning, like a big project around my house, and mid of it, I go to bring something in the other room where it belongs and put it away, and divinely guided, it was 11:04. It was 11:20 when I went to start the reading, but I didn't really start it till probably 11:21, maybe 11:22. So something about November 11:4. But there's a sense of urgency. So maybe whatever was November, it was in the past in November. Maybe something that happened in November is coming to a head today, like right now, right now, because this completely unprepared. I have no intention on even continuing to do like readings for everyone. I tried it and I wasn't really comfortable. So this whole let me just come on right now and do a reading. I was like, I have no idea what this is. I shuffled, I prayed, and while I was praying and shuffling, I just looked now and look what's at the bottom of the deck. The moon. So I don't know what we need to know. I have no idea what we're going to find out today. And to be honest with you, I don't even know who this is for. So I'm just going to put it out there as collective. I intended to read for Virgo risings. That was who I intended to read for in general. But I don't feel like this is their reading by themselves. I feel like this is... I was getting Pisces. So something about depth. The fish... It's generational. What I'm getting is generational, but I don't know why it's so urgent that I have to pull right this second. Like, stop everything I'm doing and pull right now. Oh, I smoke, I curse. There may or may not be noise in the background of my videos. And I talk about and refer to God because that's who I believe in. That's who I pray to. So any of those things are not for you, then I guess you know how to get off here. Just the X button. For everyone else who chooses to stay, thank you. I appreciate you being here. I guess, you know, like I said, you're guided here just as much as I was today. So we'll see what's going on. God, why do you have me pulling right now? Why did you have me stop everything? Everything. At 11:04 this morning. I start to prepare to... Why do you have us here today, please? Why do you have me here today? What is the nature of this emergency? What is the nature of this sense of urgency? I just said emergency, and I seen the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck just now. I was shuffling, so now I'm getting the world and something else. I don't remember what I was saying just now. God, please tell us what this is about. Why are we here, please, God? What do you need us to do in the exact moment of our lives today? I'm not putting the date. I was going to say today's date. Since time is fluid, I feel like this may be a placeholder whenever you see this video. Something to do with 11:04. It was 11:04 a.m. Maybe 11:04 p.m. Maybe 11:04, like as in November 4th. I'm not sure. I just know 11:04 and then 11:20. 16 minutes difference. I don't know if any of those things are significant. I'm getting a heavy sense of emergency. Car accident related emergency. Accident. This is real uncomfortable for me because not only do I not like to read like this, but I don't like to tap into anything negative. I'm getting heavy on the accident. Okay. Now, what do we need to know? Why was I called away from everything I was doing within my own life and how I was right now? Something's falling. Something's crumbling. Could be a name, like a person's good name, their reputation. That's the word I was looking for. Something's crumbling. Could be a legacy. Could be a building. I had an itch in my head, but the way I rubbed it, it was like I hit my head with something. So something's coming. What was that called here? To do this reading right now. Please, God. What was that called here? Silent. Heavy on that, how to do it then. Like, it was telling me that sense of urgency was like, no, you gotta do it now. And the other thing's like, no, you have to get ready. You can't pull your hair down, like, take it out of the ponytail. You can't look like that. And then it's like, fine, get ready, but you're gonna miss it. And then when I was shuffling just now, you know, I shuffled and I shuffled for a long time. And I had already shuffled before I got on. So shuffling and shuffling again, it's like you're gonna miss it. And then when I just went to pull cards, nothing, they were quiet. I got radio silent is what I heard. 3 of Cups did come out though, eventually. Heavy on the red. Red is the first thing I drew my eyes to. And the red head, there's a red head is significant. A feminine red head. Lady in red. Could be lady in red. She could have dark hair. Be wearing a beautiful red dress. Lady in red, like the song. But I also get scarlet letter. So heavy on this. Lady was ostracized, looked down upon, meant to be ashamed of herself, and now she steps out and she's viewed as the lady in red. Graceful, beautiful, the one that everyone wants to stare at and dance with at the party. I don't know what the fuck this is. Why are we here for this? This is a party. We're here to know about a celebration? Like, we needed to know? Can we be surprised? Like, why are we here for this? But I feel like this is a show of support. And the thing, they're all supporting each other. They're not putting their glasses up like this. They're all, one has her glass this way, that one has her glass this way, and that one has her glass back at the first one. Look. You see? Hers goes here, hers goes here, and hers goes here. So like to her. This is a group, probably feminine, supporting each other, but not directly together, indirectly coming together, doing their own thing, one supporting one, and then the other supporting the other, and then that one supporting the first. So a triangle of support. Stepping out, and I see shadow. Stepping out of the shadows. Stepping out of the shadows. One's got her hand behind her back though. Well, they kind of all do, more like in a graceful pose, but this one, no. Everybody else has their hand thrown back, like, you know, in a graceful swan-like while they're extending their cup. Not this one. Not this blonde-haired one. She's got her hand on the fruit. She's giving. Now that I look at it, It doesn't even look like she's giving to the woman with the dark hair. It looks like she's giving to the space in between the redhead and the dark-haired one. Like she's pretending to be a part of the common goal and pretending to be supportive, but really she's only supporting herself, and she wants to be part of the group to only control the fruits of it. I can't see the redhead's face. But she's looking towards the blonde. So I don't know if she's in on it. This dark-haired woman, though, she is all in, naive to anything, 100% for the group, for whatever this is. Lady Liberty. She's all for the cause. She's 100% in, all for the cause. I feel like the redhead, she's hesitant. She's putting her cup up, but she's on the fence. Someone's on the fence. Because I think she might know. Talk to me about this redhead. Talk to me about this redhead. Does she know the blonde woman's intentions? Is she aware of the blonde one's intentions to bear a hold of the fruit that's provided through this labor, through this union? Is she aware of the plot, scheme, the manipulation? Is the redhead aware? Is the lady in red aware? The one with the passion, is she aware of the blonde-haired woman's plans? Alright. I got a stack. They flew out in a stack. The Empress being on the top of this stack, and then the only card to the right of the stack is the Knight of Wands. So it's taking bold action towards whatever this is. That's what we have here. Huh. It's all over a dude. It's all at the hands of this is all over a dude. Is the redhead aware? Yeah. They might have, the redhead might have went along with it for a while. Because of the excitement, of the adventure, of the passion involved. Oh yeah, let's, for the cause. Not realizing, like, just being a dick rider. Just trying to be a part of something. She knows. This guy, it's all over. He knows too. He knows of their intent to backstab and betray the other one. The blonde-haired woman, dare I say, wants to take the dark-haired woman's place. She wants to take a seat on her throne and be the Empress. She wants to be the Empress. She wants to be crowned the winner. She wants to be the one who is the desired affection of this man. That has betrayed this woman, this dark-haired woman. He betrayed her. completely. All for this blonde woman. Empress is pregnant. There's a tree in the background of the future. It's not as grown or developed as the other ones. So I don't know if she's going to get pregnant in the future or if there's a baby here that he's hiding from the woman with the black hair. And that's why this blonde-haired woman is trying to work with her, because she wants to be her. She wants to know what the fuck he sees in her, that he's still, after everything, even after betraying her, he still is there. He wants to be there. He wants to be with her. He still desires her. And this blonde-haired woman is trying to figure out, what the fuck? I've done everything. I've had him backstab and betray her. I've had him lie to her. He knows that the shit that he's done, she may never forgive him for. The ordinary person would never ever fucking forgive him for. And yet he still doesn't want this bitch with the blonde hair. He still doesn't. She will never be the Empress. Dress is too big for her. It's like wearing a maternity dress when you're not pregnant. False pregnancy. The redhead might know. This King of Cups. He desires the blonde-haired king. Got this Three of Cups. So one's blonde, one's redhead, one's brunette. The blonde one, like I said, the dark-haired one has no idea what the fuck is going on. She's all in for the cause. She's naive, the fool, the childlike, but completely, I'm all in. The redhead is hesitant because she kind of knows what's going on behind the scenes. She knows of the blonde one's jealousy and envy of the brunette. She knows that he desires her. And she knows that the only reason this woman wants to be close to her is because she wants to see what the fuck it is that he sees in her. Yet she will never, ever be able to even stand in her dress, in her shoes. Never. She will never be her. She'll be her own Empress. But she can't be someone else. She's jumped over hula hoops, off cliffs to get where she is. So my question was, does the redhead know? The redhead knows. Not only does the redhead know, the redhead knows the complete background. She was down for the adventure at first. But she sees this King of Cups. She sees him as balanced. She sees him as a person with good people skills, but she also sees the manipulative in him. But she sees the underlying good. She sees all the things that he does, but she sees the underlying good. And she sees his creativity and wants to work with him. But she's betraying him also because she knows the blonde woman's intent. And that child, whether it be here, now, presently, it's not his. And that's why the redhead is hesitant, because she knows that shit's all gonna fall apart. Why jump into something with people when shit's all gonna fall apart in the end? Oh, and then let's flip over the one that came after. Slid right out. 9 of Wands. The perseverance, the strength. That blonde-haired woman, she'll never have it. Never, ever, 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 ever have it. The ability to take those hits, to be beat the fuck up, to be beat the fuck down, and stand back up every fucking time. Bloody, bruised, bandaged, and ready to fucking fight for what they believe in. Resilience. That's the word that's on the top of the card that I didn't even look at until after I said all that stuff. Yeah. Resilience. See, there's no blood in it, but I still... Look at his bandage. He's been through the most, bro. Look at his fucking side eye. Like, he can't even believe the shit that these people put him through. Can't even believe. It's fucking unbelievable. And it's the way it lays on the table. He's looking at the past. So it's unbelievable all the shit these people were willing to do. I don't even know what to ask next. I'm going to put them all back in and shuffle and ask why we need to know this. Why do we need to be aware of this, please? Why is this significant? Why is this urgent? Don't make me question, huh? Why do we need to know about this, please? Getting the plot, the scheme, that song Drake, Fake Love, by Drake, that song by Drake, Fake Love. Be authentically yourself. This should happen recently. This is why it's significant, because something happened recently, something occurred recently. What occurred recently? The mask is coming out. Somebody's authenticity is being exposed. Maybe this blonde-haired woman's authenticity is being exposed to this man. That's what I'm getting. The tangled web we weave. I don't even know what to ask. Why do we need to know this? Why is it significant to our lives? Knock at the door. 5 of Wands. Knock at the door, you're going to receive some information. It's going to cause conflict. Dare I say, somebody like them boys knocking at somebody's door, looking for someone that is not there. This is something from the past that somebody willingly set in motion. They took a swing at it. There's a child involved. Maybe 2. They took a swing at, dare I say, someone's child. I'm hoping it's not physically, but maybe emotionally. Looks like somebody takes a swing at it, doing something to a little child, and the bigger one steps in like, wait, what the fuck? And then the person who started the whole shit in motion, because the person who started the shit is not the one who takes a swing at it. They put the battery in somebody's back to take a swing and do something that would hurt a child. Indirectly hurt a child. In the past, somebody from your past incited something that would indirectly hurt a young child. Another child steps in to defend the child from the person who takes a swing at it, from the immediate threat, not realizing that that wasn't the person who started the problem in the first place. The older person here in all this, the mom, the dad, the parent, the guardian, the whoever of that child, the person responsible for taking care of that child, is 2 feet on the ground, but they're caught off guard, having to swing, but they swing. And they swing at the person who incited it, not the person who was taking the swing at the other person, at the kid. They're swinging at the person who caused it. This is coming out swinging. Remember when I said stepping out? Stepping out on the scene. Stepping out, but you're stepping out swinging. A person may have stepped out. A person may have stepped out, and that may have been the hit to the child. It may have been the emotional damage that the other person is trying to defend them from. And then the older person is like, all in. Swing is all in. There's this conflict we need to know about. This is 5 of Wands. Tell us more about this 5 of Wands and why we need to be aware of it. Why do we need to be aware of this conflict, please? The person who incited the whole shit, they're excited about it. They're happy they caused the conflict. They feel victorious just by causing the conflict. Why do we need to know this? Justice. So they're going to be paying the consequences for their actions. The truth is going to come out. And a fair decision is going to be made. So I went to shuffle again. I never looked at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Wands is here. And when I cut it, because I was going to shuffle, the King of Cups is here. So the one who's going to pay for this, the one who started this, the one who was all gung-ho to start this shit, that's the motherfucker. He was all too ready and all too happy to start this shit. His cup had to be the biggest. He didn't feel like he was able to control, to lead the situation. He had this big fucking big ass cup for emotions, and the shit is fucking empty. But yet he's supposed to be completely emotionally mature person. But because he felt inadequate within himself, he started this whole shit. And now he's floating out on the fucking ocean by his damn self, and the ship is way far behind him, and he doesn't know how to get back. Because he has to pay the consequences of his actions. the one who's receiving the justice, the one who's receiving the truth and the honesty and the fair decision and the outcome that's going to be made on both of their behalves, is the person who, the Nine of Wands, that brunette, whoever the fuck she is, she's going to receive justice in the matter. So whoever you are, the dark-haired woman, the naive one, the one with no fucking idea, who's just 100% all in for everything, the down-ass bitch, you're going to receive the justice. You're going to be receiving some truth, some honesty. Receive it. Try to be impartial and unbiased. Try to not take it personally. Not take it personally. Do not take it personally. The quiet Amber from the Quietest Revolution. She's amazing, but I'm new to her channel. But she said yesterday, well, she didn't say yesterday. She sent me a video from a long time ago, but it came up on my feed yesterday. I think might have been the Pisces video from mid-May. I'm not really sure though. Like I said, I started watching her videos and I started watching a bunch of them because she's knowledgeable and I really appreciate her. So shout out to you, girly. Anywho, she had said something about if you give a person a diamond and they throw it in the trash, you don't think that the diamond is not worth money. You think that person's a fucking idiot because they threw a whole diamond in the trash. So her point was, don't question your value. Don't take it personally that they don't know your value. They don't know your worth. And so I'm getting that they want you to listen. When you're receiving this truth and this honesty, they want you to be as impartial and unbiased as possible and sit there and just listen and receive the information and don't take it personal. Understand that this person just didn't know anymore. That shit doesn't sit right with my own soul even now. Like, having to listen to it, it's like one of those things where you need to be obedient to God, but you may not want to. Because me personally, if this is playing out in my life, I don't want to sit here and listen to somebody who intentionally did everything they could to be destructive in my life, to cause conflict. I'm going to sit here and listen to you now. Why? Who the fuck are you? But you know what? Queen of Cups. Because that's who I am. That's who you are as a person. The nurturing, the loving, highly intuitive. So you probably already know. This brunette, although she's naive, she probably already knows. What is this justice, please? And why did we need to know about it so immediately? Why did this need to be done right now, right now? What is this justice, please? Queen of Cups fell out in reverse on the floor though, which is why I didn't take it. But I left it here because she didn't fall on the floor necessarily. She fell on the chair. And that's how I was able to see how it fell out, which is why I normally don't take cards that fall on the floor, because I never know how they're intended to fall out or how they actually fell out. This one fell right on my chair that I'm sitting on. It's Queen of Cups in reverse when I asked about this justice. And this justice you're receiving comes in form of lessons and self-reflection of how you may have contributed to said situation because of enabling, because of overgiving, because of not setting up boundaries. So how your own actions contributed to the success in this scheme, plot, plan, shit. In this scheme, in this twisted scheme, whatever the fuck it was that you're receiving justice for, They come in forms of lessons. And they come when you stop giving to this King of Cups. And he has to start doing shit on his own. And then he realizes the gift that you were to his life, to every day in the past. He realizes all that shit. And he has to sit with that. He has to sit with how he treated the gift that he manifested. You're someone that he desired deeply. It's handmade, designed by God, delivered by the stork, dropped right in his cup, and it shook his whole life. Shook up all his emotions, shook up all his life. So unexpected. Everything was all good just a week ago. That's what I just heard in my head when I went to say everything was calm, because I was looking at the calm waters, and then when God dropped his manifestation in his lap, he didn't know what the fuck to do with it. The manifestation was you, a woman of your caliber, your nature. He wasn't able to see your good loving nature. He wasn't able to see any of that because he was not living in his own high vibing energy, and he was in his own shit. So he was just taking and taking and taking, and you were enabling. He's looking back at the past, at this Ace of Cups, like, this is everything I fucking ever wanted. And he's looking at it with a side eye because he knows that this is in the past. He's holding on really fucking tight to this empty fucking cup, because when you got dropped in his cup, it poured everything out. It splashed in so deeply that every fucking emotion he had was poured out and dumped out. And he had to start from the beginning. He had no idea that he was so emotionally immature. You brought light into his life. And not just like emotional joy and things like that. Light as in you shed light on all his shadows. And it was hard for him. So hard that he felt like you felt like you did something to him. Like you just can't articulate what I'm trying to say right now. Feels like it's not you. It feels like you were like top of the Empire State Building. You're just standing there and you get to be at the very tip, not at the top where they let you walk up, but like that very tip where that little red light is to let the airplanes know where you are. If you got to see the view from up there and you're at the very tip of that, he got to stand there and just bask in all the glory of the city and see all the lights and see everything from all the way up there. You're that achievement. And you felt like there was something negative just keeping him from reaching you, so much so that it turned his whole world upside down in the process of trying. Justices, his spirit is rising. He's going to be the ones to come to you with the truth and the honesty, not the redhead. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman. You're receiving the information, like I said, impartially and unbiased. Receiving the information gaining the enlightenment, the new perspective on how you contributed to this situation as well, so that way you can learn and grow from it. That way you don't ever find yourself in a predicament like this again. As soon as you see somebody taking, you know to cut them off real quick. You know not to enable people in the future. Whether you choose to, you know, deal with this person in the future or not, you're smarter for every other situation that you encountered. And that's the justice that you receive. Justice is not anything bad for either one of you. It's more like reflection, learning. I mean, justice for us, justice for this Queen of Cups in reverse, these lessons, justice for more about that. Is there anything more in learning of lessons within this justice? A whole bunch of shit flew out, and that's a lot. The one that flew out on top of the Justice card, though, I'm going to keep it. Flew out face up. It's putting in time or effort. It's that Seven of Pentacles. So, your justice will come in due time. Once you heal from learning these lessons, your justice will come in due time. You need to learn how to free yourself. That's the reason you need to learn these lessons, to free yourself so you never find yourself in them again. What you don't see, you have no idea that's coming within this justice, it's coming in due time, is the Ten of Pentacles. So you go from the Seven, which is the pause. You know, you planted all those seeds and now you're tired and you're just, I need a break. I need a break. I'm just going to pause and look at all the shit that I've accomplished, that I've done, the seeds that I've planted, things that I want to work on. So, reflecting on what you may or may not have missed out on, or not necessarily missed out on. Reflecting on the time and energy and effort you put into someone else and enabling them, and how you could have used it to invest in yourself. What you don't see coming is the Ten of Pentacles. You don't see the unexpected wealth and growth. You didn't expect to see, because you're expecting this pause, because you're still reflecting, you didn't expect to see the growth that you see as quickly as you see it. You don't expect to see the results. You don't expect to see the results because you know that when you plant seeds, you have to water them, you have to tend to them. So you don't expect to see results happen so quickly. But that's what's coming in unexpectedly for you with regards to this justice, when you learn these lessons and you pause and you reflect and you gain some confidence based on what you did achieve and how much you know now, and how it wasn't a waste of time. It was a learning process for you. And once you have that realization, before you even know it, before you're done probably having that realization, while you're having that realization, the Ten of Pentacles is right behind it. So poof, that slaps you. That was turned over on the deck. It never came out, but it was turned over on the deck from the last time I shuffled and asked. So there's that. I would ask, what's the justice coming in for this King of Cups? It's not our business. Who the fuck cares? Remember, vengeance is not ours. It's God. He does that. He takes care of that. So whatever happens to this King of Cups, that's between God and him. As for right now, we can see that his justice is reflection. We don't know what action he will take. outcome? What's the outcome of this situation? Outcome is making progress, able to move forward, looking forward, able to move forward. Starting from scratch, but not in a bad way. Like, you know, when people be like, oh my God, I had to start over, I had to start from scratch. This is starting from scratch, yeah, but with the, I have a clean slate. I have an empty room, house, drawing board. I'm going to create my life the way I want it to be. I'm going to design my kitchen the way I want it. I'm going to put the refrigerator and the sink and the stove where the fuck I want. This is you being able to plan everything in detail, and because you're starting over. If you were not starting from scratch, you would have to put things where they were. Okay, the water line comes in here, so you can only go thus far, and things of that nature. This is, yeah, I'm starting from scratch, but I have creative freedom to do what the fuck I want. And so whatever I build, it's what I want, my way. Other people may look at it as like desolate, you got nothing, you have empty land there, what the fuck. You look at it as, yeah, it's empty, but it's all mine, and I get to build it the way I want it. Learn more about the outcome. That was too many. Keep dumping out like 6 cards at a time. I'm like, fuck. I'll take a bunch, but not at a time. It's a lot for me. It's a lot for me. You see what I said? Take it easy on me. That's what I tell them. Even when I do my own reads. There's 3 of Wands, please. For the outcome, tell us more. Don't tell people your business. Your plan to design and create, don't tell it to nobody. The Page of Swords is what came out, and it came out laying across my arm, but laying across the 3 of Wands. That's where the position was. So crossing your plans in your future is a nosy motherfucker who just want to know shit. A nosy motherfucker who want to know shit because they don't have enough creative passion of their own, so they want to come and take yours. Don't tell Facebook. Heavy on the stay the fuck off of Facebook. Don't tell them your plans on Facebook. Something about watching you there. The redhead. The redhead be watching you on Facebook and reporting back. Keep them nosy bitches at bay. What's the outcome? Because they're not going to be able to see what you're planning. Because you're going to keep it to yourself. And that's why this message had to come out when it did. This one wants to try to still work with you. This redhead is still going to come to you like, oh yeah, you know, but I can help, and you need it, and I can do this, let me help you, you know, da-da-da-da-da, and just come in and seem all like, it's not that. They're fucking spying. They're fucking sneaky. They're reporting back. They have no good intentions. Their good intentions are closed. And they're passion-driven. There's something about Facebook and this redhead. So maybe she'll reach out to you on Facebook. She or he, it's, you know, it's a child. Maybe this redhead, this Page of Swords could be a child of the redhead. Or the blonde. It could be one of their children that gets the bright idea to reach out to you. It might be one of them that wants to tell you everything that's been going on. You might receive a message on Facebook from a child telling you of their plans. If you do, it'll be a female child. And whatever she tells you is the truth. She's going out on a limb here to do it. She's betraying them to do it. She might not even know it. It just might be, this is my bright idea. There's a King of Wands that you don't know about, but who knows about everything. He knows every detail of what's going on. He sees it. I don't even think they know that he's watching, that he sees. And he sees everything. He's ready to get up out his seat. He got his scepter like in his fists are clenched. It's the daddy of the redhead child. It's the dad of the redhead child. It's the child that reaches out on Facebook, the dad. And he sees it and he knows exactly what the fuck he about to do. He getting up. He getting up out that chair. He getting up out that seat. She's telling the truth, and she's telling all their plans in detail. All of them. And he is pissed the fuck off. Not at the child. He's not pissed off at the child. He's pissed off at the blonde-haired woman. Maybe that's his niece. Maybe that's the redhead's brother. I don't know. I don't know why I felt like that. He's an alert. He's alerted. He's alerted and he's disgusted, and his ancestors are in horror. They're fucking horrified. And he is taking strong action, strong mind. He knows exactly what the fuck he about to do. That was the King of Swords that popped out upright. He is seeking the truth, and this little girl is giving him all of it. And his fucking ancestors are ready to go, and he is sitting on the throne with them, right behind his higher consciousness, and they are guiding him. And nothing but truth. Nothing but truth in his head. He's fucking... He is... He is the god of this situation, in the sense that he is coming in. God is possessing him, and he is coming in, and he knows exactly what the fuck needs to be done, and he's doing it. And he's taking the lead. He might even, this King of Wands might even be going to the court. What is this? What is this? What is this plan? And you know what? 3, 3, 3. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. She's telling it all. She's telling about all the plans that they're building for the future. She is fucking telling all this child is. Every plan that they had for the future has been obliterated because this child has given her daddy every tool he needs to move forward. What is this situation? Plan was to make you lose, to make you suffer. To make you lose, to make you suffer. To put you in despair and anxiety, and to close you off from everyone, and to keep you down and out, wounded. To keep you from your first start, to keep you from seeing all the good and all the youthfulness that your spirit possesses. And that is what gives you the ability to continue to transform. And these people wanted to take that ability from you. You have this rapid transformation process that it's new. It all just started. People became witness to it, and they wanted to stop it. They seen it before you did. They seen it coming before you did. They knew what was going on before you did, and they wanted to stop it. Hold up, stop, no way. You can't pass. You gotta stay miserable. You gotta stay sad. You gotta stay living in the past. You can't move forward. You have to stay in the past. These people didn't want to allow you to move forward. They wanted you to stay in the past. This man, that King of Cups, could have been your own baby daddy. Because I was the King of Pentacles that just walked out. Might have been your own baby daddy that wanted to keep you stuck, stupid, and stagnant, as I like to say. And he wanted you to see him like his father, this stable, everything. He wanted you to see him as this wonderful dad, this stable man, he wanted to see you as a man that he can't live up to. He can't live up to. He wanted you to see him in a way that he's not able to see himself. This man only cares about money. This man sits on the dark throne and has no idea he's happy about it. He's happy where he is in life, and he has no idea that he's sitting on the dark throne. He thinks that, life is great. I have everything. I have all these things. I have all these things. I have a car, I have money, I have all this. I have all this stuff. He thinks life is good. He thinks he is the king. He thinks he's a provider. Stable. Little does he know that everything he has is because he sits on the dark throne. And he's going to have to pay for every fucking thing that he has. He has to pay. He's going to owe for what he has. Whereas you on the other side of this, you may not have shit, but you don't owe shit. See? You're building from scratch and you have creative freedom. You may not have nothing, but you don't owe a motherfucker nothing. Everything that you build thus far and going forward is because God gave you. Because you earned it. Because you've achieved it. That's why that sash is on him. That sash is like the sash of achievement. Remember what I was telling you about what the Quiet Revolution said about them not knowing? He doesn't fucking know. He has no idea. He thinks he's the shit. And look at his throne. Look at fucking horns. That shit is black. Who does he serve? Even the fucking grass around him is dark. Even look, everything is dark. His growth is minimal because it doesn't come from the Most High. Two of Cups is at the bottom. Look at that lion, though. He looked angry. I always say that about this card. The lion above looks angry. And the medicine, the medicine symbol, it's black. So it's like that love that they were offering, this soul tie, this connection, it wasn't that. It was meant for you to learn from. It was meant for you to grow and learn and not to continue on. I still don't know why this is so urgent. Like I said, maybe it's because you're supposed to see this message or see this before you receive the message. At the beginning of the, before I did, okay, so at 11:04, like I told you, I was doing things, I was doing other things. And before I was divinely guided to do this reading, like I literally came in the room to put something in here, and the book was out, and it was like, get to it, get to it. The energy was like, right now, right now. And I'm like, what? I need to fucking read for the public. What do you mean, right now, right now? Right now, right now. I kept on getting it, and while I was getting my coffee ready, there was heavy sips tea energy, or get coffee, you might need something a little bit stronger, is what I heard. So get your drink ready before you. So maybe the reason for this message, what I was trying to ramble on and come to and formulate is that maybe the reason for this, I needed to do it right now, is because you needed to have something to drink and listen to this message before you receive the message from this child. So that way you can make a fair decision. You can be a fair little head. So that way you're not blindsided. Know that you may not feel it, but you are 1,000% equipped to deal with what you are going to be presented. And you may not feel like you are, but you got this. You completely got this. You have everything you need in your arsenal. Everything that you need, every tool that you need has been provided to you thus far. This whole struggle, this whole lesson, and everything throughout this journey of this struggle and this lesson, every single tool that you need to overcome this situation has been acquired already. Just stick to the plan. Be simple. Keep it simple. KISS is what they used to tell us in English class when we were younger. And yes, that was English before we had ELA and all that other stuff, because we had separate grammar and English classes. But what they used to tell us is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's what I got just now. It was KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So steady, straightforward. Be direct, but keep it simple. Don't divulge too much. Like I said, stay the fuck off Facebook. Don't divulge any of your plans for the future. How you want to build, leave it to yourself, between you and God. What else? Anything else? You got this. That new beginning you've been seeking, you're achieving it. This is part of the process. You're in that new beginning, and it's part of the process. It may not feel like you are, but you completely are. As I was saying, you have all the tools you need. You got this. You got this. This is God saying, hey, this may have taken a while, but this is because it's here to stay. It's here to grow. It's everlasting. This is the beginning, but it's not going anywhere. This is the beginning of a legacy. This is the beginning of a gift that's going to be passed down to all generations. So it's tangible, and it's a substance, and it's to grow. It will grow as long as you tend to it. Anything else you need to know? Just throw them in my lap. Like, normally if they throw cards in my lap, I don't take them. I just let them fall wherever they were. I don't know why I felt the need to catch them. I caught them, and this is the way I caught them. Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. So, as I was saying, it's something that's here to stay for a lifetime. It's fucking perfect. It's a solid foundation. It is exactly what the fuck you've been striving to build. You are building it. You're achieving it little by little. Every step that you take forward is to build on this solid foundation, and you're doing perfectly. The Ten of Cups is because it's going to, whatever the fuck you're doing now, this new beginning that you're building into right now is here to stay for generations and generations and generations to come. For them to be fruitful. for them to have generational wealth. The rainbow is the covenant that God made, that he would never flood the earth again. He would never kill us in a flood. It's the covenant between us. God will protect you, and he will abide by his covenant that he made with us. Not to drown us in our emotions. I mean, look at it when you think about it. What is life? Your children can play happily. You have a house. You have land. It's fruitful. Yeah, if you have support with you, that's great. You know, it doesn't have to be a significant other, but all who you do have in your life is healthy and abundant. Your children are happy. Your land is fruitful. So just know that what you're building now, the gift that you've been given that's coming from, heaven, this pinnacle that you're being given to build upon, will do big things, huge things for your generations and for your foundation and for your future. I'm going to stop it there. So, that being said, stick to the plan, guys. Stick to the plan. You got this. Much love. Take it easy. Don't flip your shit. Okay.